ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ।
Dear friends, welcome back to the study of the Mundaka Upanishad, and we have completed the study of the first Mundaka and its two sections. And that is how we had completed the study of the most abstruse part of the Upanishad, because that concept of karma kanda as of today does not have much of a relevance, though it is still widely practiced in parts of India and in Nepal. But that, as we have seen, leads you to a period in heaven and heavenly joys, and you come back to square one again to work out your destiny in this life. We have not spared ourselves to understand, and the last talk I developed to you how the spiritual evolution of thought processes or evolution of spiritual thought processes occurred in Aryavarta, the land of Aryans. And now we are with a nodding acquaintance of Karma Marga and what it is and what it gives us. Knowing all that, Maharishi Angirasha prepares us to go into the area known as Jnana Marga, the path towards absolute knowledge. What is that absolute knowledge? Oneness with the universe, oneness with Parameshwara, and oneness with Nirguna, Nirakara, Nirvikalpa Brahma. And I am sure this subject now, as it proceeds, you will enjoy it much better than the subject matter which was Karma Kanda in the first Mundaka. Now we have studied the first shloka. What does the first shloka say? The first shloka starts with an example. Now you know, examples are great educators. By an example, we can convey to you the true meaning of what I want to transmit to you. That is, Jatra Buddhi Samyam Sadrishtanta, where your attitude and my understanding, or your understanding and my understanding, coalesce together. They agree. There's no dissent. That is the best example. As for instance, I say, don't touch. It is as hot as fire. I'm using words. Don't touch. Why? Because it is as hot as fire. All of us know how hot fire is. All of us have burnt ourselves once in a while with fire, playing with fire. We know fire burns. And I bring that idea, don't touch it. It is as hot as fire. My purpose is done, not to make you touch, to demotivate you from touching. Why? our understanding fire is hot, fire burns is the same. Jasminarthe buddhisamyam sadrishtanta. In a particular object where the teacher and the student's ideas collate, do not contradict, coalesce, it is a beautiful example. Here he starts with example, but here he uses one word to start with, tat etat satyam. He had used that word in the first Mundaka also, when he started Karma Kanda. That satyam is apekshikam, relative. Why? You have started your journey to find the truth. Before you start your journey to find the truth, you should know what distracts you from truth. If you do not know thoroughly that these are the distractions which will not allow me to reach the absolute truth, you will always have a longing, lingering look behind. Oh, I didn't know what was that. If I had known what was that, I would have been in a position to make a correct decision. I am unable to make a correct decision because I don't know what it was there. To obviate that condition of our mind, to remove that doubtfulness in our mind, Maharishi Angirasa introduced first opera vidya vishaya. That is, that which is relatively true, but not the absolute truth. Here he says, Tadetat Satyam. Now, my dear child, you have now graduated from, you have now evolved from the concept of karma marga. And now what I am going to tell you is absolute truth. So, tadetat satyam in the first instance when you have seen it used is a relative truth. This is now the absolute truth. What is that absolute truth? Jatha sudiptat pavakat vishpulingam. As for instance, from a blazing fire, if you stoked the fire, you will find millions of sparks coming out. If you want to experiment it, have a bonfire in your backyard and you stoke the flame. You'll find millions of sparks coming out. Where do they come out from? From that place where fuel is igniting as a fire. Comes out there. Qualitatively, the spark is also a fire. Quantitatively, it is infinitely small, whereas the blazing fire, compared to the quantity of spark, it is infinitely large. But they are the same. He is now giving you an example to develop the concept of sameness, oneness of the universe. But he starts with you and him, the Parameshwara or the Absolute. He says, as from a blazing fire, millions and thousands of sparks come out, and after a while of its existence, it goes back to its original. That is, the conglomeration of atoms of fire, that conglomeration has dissipated, but atoms of fire are there. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. That element fire is there. It is eternal. When it is conglomerated into a form, it appears as a flame. But when it disintegrates, it remains in an atomic state. So, tatra eva pijanti, it comes out of that. That is, the causes are such that they are accumulated together and they appear to be a fire. And when the causes disappear, They go back to the original elemental fire. Jatha pavakad vishvalinga sahasrasa prabhavanti sarupa. The sameness, underline the word sarupa. And tatha, therefore, the exemplification is from that eternal entity, akshara, immutable, eternal, infinite entity, all this that you see, the diversity of the universe, they are diverse. Why? Because your attention is focused and concentrate on its name, its form, its utilitarian value, and its quality. These are the four pillars which are in this perceptual world of observation. Everything has a name. If it does not have, I give it a name. It has a form. It has its qualities, and it has its utilitarian value in this society. When I highlight on these four aspects, I forget the isness of the thing. It is. The chair is. The carpet is. The offering table is. The picture is. The clock is. You are. I am. This isness, our existence, we forget, but these four additional adjuncts takes away our focus from its original identity. Here he is trying to concentrate your attention, tatha vividha somya bhava, this infinite diversity manifested in this universe, prajayante, it comes out of it, tatra eva apijanti, it goes back to it. This is what it is. But know for certain, it is sarupa. It is of the same identity. This is the first lesson of Jnana Marga. The separateness from which we suffer, the separateness which has a hold on me, that separateness has to be taken out of our concept, out of our brains. And this is how he starts. Now when he says it comes out of it and it goes back into it, we have to understand the elemental concept of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. They are elementally available. When they are concentrated, conglomerated, it becomes perceptual. Then I say it's a flame of fire, it is a burning fire, it's a bonfire, it's a forest fire, and this is a spark. Now he is saying that qualitatively the spark and the blazing fire are fire. And they come out of the fuel, goes back to it. Here is a stretch of imagination for you. There's another example which is very clear. There's no stretch of imagination. That is, I see a piece of rope. I don't see the rope as such. I first see it as dusk, or I am absent-minded. I see something, general knowledge, something, samanya jnanam. It is something there. I don't look at it to understand what it is. The similarity of that something with a snake is so predominant that I don't give myself a second chance to look at it in particular and identify its reality, I create a snake there because of my perception. And I howl and shout, "Oh, save me, here's a snake." The snake was not there. The snake is not there when I am seeing it. And later on, my friends come with sticks and lamps and they want to kill the snake. They do not find any animate reflex on that thing. They look again and they say, poking with a stick, "Oh dear me, it is a rope. You fooled us." But I saw a snake. The snake in reality was not there. I had created it by law of association of my past experience of a snake. And I projected and created a snake there on that substratum, the rope. The snake could not be there without the rope. The rope is there. And because of my sanskaras, because of my tendencies, because of my habit, I did not look at it in a proper manner. I saw something, and by my imagination, by my past samskaras, I created a snake there through my imaginative faculty. And I convinced others by my words, "A snake, a snake, a snake." They come to help me, to protect me, and ultimately they find it is not a snake, it is a rope. And they tell me, "Look at it, it's a rope, you made fool of us." And I see it is a rope. Now, this is a fact of life, a situation. Let us analyze it. Where did the snake come from? It was created by my sanskaras with the help of my imaginative faculty, and I imagined there is a snake, and for that time being, the snake was real to me, and the rope did not exist. Whereas factually, in reality, the rope was there. The rope is there when I am seeing a snake, and ultimately I came to know it is a rope, not a snake. Where did the snake disappear? I created that snake on that piece of rope. And now I was knowledgeable, I was forced to understand and know this is a rope. The snake disappeared. Rope came into being. The original rope. Before, for a period of time, I created a snake there. I influenced others to see a snake there. During that time, the snake was existing. It was real. That's why I wanted to kill it. And where did the snake disappear? Back to the rope, from where it came, back to my sanskara. Tasmad jayate, it came out of the rope. Tasmin liyate, it went into the rope. Tat jalam shanto parshate, the rope is the absolute, and I worship that rope. Isness of something is absolute, eternal, infinite, immutable. Tasmad jayate, tatra prajayante, satrapi apijanti. It disappears there. So, dears, the first lesson of Jnana Marga has been given. Now, this is an objective example belonging to world. What is that reality? What you call a rope What is that reality? Where is that reality to be found? After all, I have to be related with that reality. That's what you tell me. That you are Rajo Nityam Shashvatoyam Purana. You are birthless, you are deathless, you are eternal, you are beyond time, beyond space, beyond mutation. You are that which is experienceable, not describable. You have been telling me so long. How do I relate myself with it? Having studied this first shloka, I said, yes, theoretically now I understand the fire is the reality, both blazing fire and the spark. Both of them are the same, though one is known as a spark with a different dimension and different qualities and etc. But basically they are fire. I understand. But how do I relate with myself? How do I relate with God? This is my question. That question is being answered in the second shloka, which is the subject matter of today's study. What does he say? Dibya hi amurtaha purushaha. Underline the word purushaha. Divya, 1. Amurta, 2. Purusha, 3. Sabhajya abhyantara aja. It is immutable, it is birthless, it is deathless, both in essence and in practicality, phenomenally and absolute-wise. It is eternal. Apranaha. It does not have the life forces that I have. Amanaha. It does not have the activities of the mind that I have. It is Shubhra. Shubhra means absolute snow white, but taintless, colorless, unpolluted, pure. Shubhra aksharat parataha para. It is more absolute than that absolute which I know as the cause of the universe. That is Saguna, Savikara, Savikalpa Brahma or Parama Ishvara with his Maya Shakti under his control, Parameshvara. Swamayaya Vashikritya. He has total control of that creative energy, the cosmic energy known as Maya. That is absolute. It is beyond that absolute. What does it mean? Maya Rahita. Maya Atita. I have told you beforehand many a times during the Gita and the Upanishad classes, there are few stages. One is Maya Adhina. I am under Thana Maya, that is ignorance of my true original nature. Maya Adhina. Maya Mukta. Maya is there. I am aware of it, but Maya has no hold on me anymore. I am Jivana Mukta Vijnani Purusha. That is Mukta Purusha, those who have achieved liberation, salvation, emancipation from the bondage of Maya. Liberated from bondage of Maya. That is why they are said to be liberated soul. Maya Mukta. Then Maya Adhisha, ruler and lord of Maya. That is Parameshvara. Maya is under his control. He wills, the Maya displays. He withdraws, the Maya comes back. He withdraws Maya from you and you become Maya Mukta. You are Mukta Purusha. You are Moksha Purusha. You are free. And last word is Maya Atita, where Maya has ended. That is why there are two different definitions. Brahman, the absolute, is Anadi. There's no time to say the point of coming into being. It is beyond the point of beginning. It is beyond the point of end. Anadi Ananta. That is, time has no hold on him. Time is a concept in Maya. Anadi Ananta. But what is Maya? Maya is Anadi. I do not know when it started, but Shanta, it has an end. Anta Sahita, it has an end. When I am Maya Mukta and Maya Atita. When I am Maya Mukta, Maya is there, but I see its play, but Maya has no hold on me. That's it. Maya has no hold on me. I see the game of Maya all around. It doesn't disturb me. And Maya Atita is, Maya has ceased to exist in my concept. I am beyond Maya. That is Nirguna, Nirakara, Nirvikalpa, Brahma. He is saying, Aksharat Parataha Paraha. He is now drawing our attention to that absolute, not the cause of this universe, which is also relatively absolute. Phenomenon and absolute. The last word of this word, Parameshwara, is not the last stage. Parama Brahma, Parama Atma is the last stage, where Maya does not exist. To be very, very honest, dear, the concept of Maya is a stepping stone, is a concept accepted to justify your journey forward, and you leave it behind. As I told you at the conclusion of the last talk of the Mundaka, the three robbers, Tamaguni, Rajaguni, Sattaguni, got hold of their victim, and he's totally under the control of Trigunatmika Maya, Tamasik, Rajasik, Sattvic. Tamasik says, rob him and kill him. Rajasik says, why kill him, the poor victim? Tie him to a tree so that he cannot disclose our identity. We make way, run away. And Sattaguna says, you have robbed him, you have done everything. Why deny his family of his maintenance? Come, I will decide. Sattaguna takes that victim to the end of the forest and shows him, do you see that light? That is your village. You run. That man is so grateful, he says, why don't you come along with me? I am so grateful to you to save my life. For saving my life, I would like to serve you and oblige you. He says, no dear, I can't go there. That is beyond me. This is my limitation. Maya has its limitation. That is why it is said, Maya is Shanta. And the absolute of absolute is what it is. He is now describing that. Aksharat Parataha Para. Now it is all words. What is the relationship? How do I connect? It's all in the brains. I would like to identify myself with it. That's what you say. You are the divine. And the purpose of life is to divinize yourself. And you are only talking intellectually. How do I connect myself is my question. And I'm eager for it. That is why Shaunaka told him, Alam Pratyavam, I have enough of this world. I would like to know, is there anything where this ever running, never reaching stops? Alam Pratyavan, I have had enough, I don't want. Is there anything? This is what it is. Aksharat Parata Para Vastu. It is beyond all the concepts of you have, even the concept of Maya, and is beyond that. But where is it to be found? I told you to mark the word Purusha. Purusha is a Sanskrit word used in literature as masculine gender, a man. And Prakriti is a woman. Now, this literal use is not valid here. Here it has a philosophical connotation, a spiritual connotation. What is that? Please kindly remember, underline this word Purusha and write down on your notebook. Puri Shayanat Purusha. And the other one is Purnatvad Ba Purusha. This is the philosophical, spiritual meaning of the word Purusha. Puri Shayanat. Puri is a city. Pura. We know Narendrapur, this Pur, that Pur in India. Kanpur and so on and so forth. There are Avantipur. There are endless Puras. What are those Puras? A conglomeration of humans in a society make them safe in a citadel. They live on well-entrenched wall and canals, water lanes, and there are 5 doors through which you go out and come back again. Puri Shayanat Ba Purusha. One who resides in this body-mind complex. This is a Puri. Well, there is enlightened there is knowledge there is experience there, and there is fluid balance there, liquid balance there, process of excretion is there, process of assimilation is there, process of generation of energy is there, everything is there. So it is compared to a city. And he who resides in this city is Purusha. That is, I am aware I am. I am. Who says I am? He resides in this body. Why? He says, my body, my mind, my life, my intelligence, my wisdom, my experience, my ego, all are mine. I am, and where am I to be found? I am here in this body. That is one. Both these meanings have to apply here. The other meaning is, and who is that I am? He is not fragmented by this body. He is not fragmented by time. During my lifetime, every moment I am aware I am. Even when I am dying, I say I am going through a process known as dying. I am dying. I was born. I is there. Before birth, after death, I am. So, I am not partitioned by time. And where do I reside? I reside in this body-mind consciousness. I am. I am Divya. Purusha is Divya. Purusha is Amarta. Purusha is Bhajyabhyantara Aja. Both together. Purusha is Aprana. Purusha is Amana. And Purusha is beyond the domain of Maya. That is what you are. You are asking me this question, that how do I connect with these intellectual statements of Tadetat Satyam, Jatha Sudiptat Pavakat Vishwalinga Sahasrasha Prabhavanti Sarupa. And Tatha Upijanti Tatraiva Prajayanti. It comes out of that, it goes back to that. You have said all this. Where do I find him? The teacher says, don't look skywards. Don't look towards heaven. Don't look everywhere. Look at yourself. You are that. Thou art that. Tattvam asi. Setoketo. You are that. This is now being told in an abstract, philosophical manner. Now let me read it and explain to you how it fits in with this description. And this description is extremely important so that you can equate the concept of Brahman and you can equate that concept of Brahman with the concept of that who resides in you. Divya hi amurta purusha. That is the fulcrum. The whole spiritual world rotates around that pillar. I remember when we were children, we had a beautiful pillar in our courtyard. And we used to hold it like that and keep running around. That was our game. Rotating around that pillar. Without that pillar, no rotation is possible. And the pillar never changes. It remains where it is. Purusha is that awareness of amness in me. I am. I exist. I say, I was born. The time is now parceling it, my birth. I am dying. I am going beyond this physical body known as death. Amness never releases me. It gets hold of me inseparably. I am, I am, I am. And as because I am not partitioned by space, as because I am not partitioned by time, so I am eternal. I am infinite. Space cannot bind me, so I am infinite. Time cannot cut me. I am eternal. I am what I am. I am indescribable, but I know I am. So now the basic concept of Jnana Marga is being placed before you. Who are you? You are Divya. Let me get into the words now. We have got the meaning of the sentence. Let me get to the word. You are Divya. Divya means in Sanskrit effulgent, dvotanavan, from where effulgence arises. Effulgence is equated with light. Sun is nothing else but effulgence. Fire is both effulgence and heat. Sun is both effulgence and energy. Heat and light are aspects of energy. Source of solar energy is sun. Divya. Now, what does light do? Removes the darkness, allows you to see with your eyes. That's what light does. The eyes have a range. Below that range of light, you don't see. Above that, you don't see. In between, you see. And you say, the light is proper, the effulgence proper, I see. What does I see means? The darkness of not knowing through seeing has disappeared. Please mark my words, don't take it easy. The darkness which does not allow my eyes to see, the darkness is effulgence has been removed, and that light causes my eyes to see, and I generate knowledge. What is that? I know the chair is here. Divya effulgence means generation of knowledge. Philosophically, according to I know. Where does it come from? Because I am effulgent by nature, and I add my effulgence to all the material activity of my five sense organs and my ideas, activities of mind, activities of life. Prana manaha. I know. How do I know? Because I am effulgence in its essence. Jyotiraham swaha. Viraja vipapma Jyotiraham swaha. I am taintless, I am sinless, I am colorless, I am pure effulgence, pure understanding, pure light. I am the divine. Divya means I am effulgence in nature. Jyotiraham Satswarup, Chitswarup, Ananda Swarup Atma. The Chitswarupata is Jyotiraham. Divya. Amurta. Formless. How can I define myself? I say my body, so that is not my form. I don't know how to define myself. Form-wise, appearance-wise. And what is appearance? Be a little thoughtful, dear. You are sitting there. What are you doing actually? You are eking out a form in space. You are occupying that space in that form. And I say you are there. You have cut space into a form. You are partitioning, parceling space by limitation. That is a form. Space is eternal. Space is infinite. You have cut it to a form, and he says, this is how I look, this is how I appear, this is my three-dimensional body. Amurta means he cannot be seen in a body. He is effulgent. Chaitanya Swarupa. Ahamasmi. I am. Awareness of my existence are inseparable and ever existing. So I have established Satchidananda's Satchit Swarupata. Why is Ananda not available to me? Because I have not identified myself with my true original nature. I am identifying with all the world. And it is there, I enjoy, it disappears, I start weeping. Perishable world. Shanikam, dukkham. That's what Buddha said in 4 principal teachings of his. Shanikam, dukkham, sakartikam, shunyam. So, I have identified myself not with my true original nature. I have identified with everything. Because of that identity, I swing like a pendulum between pleasure and pain. That Ananda Swarupata is in me. It reflects through the little bits of Ananda I get in this world, but it is not everlasting. If I can deny myself this attachment, I'll be one with my true original nature. And see what Tulsidas, a medieval saint of UP, that central India, had to say, Ye chaha, tu ati nichan ki neech. Chaha is desire. O desire, you are lowliest of the low, meanest of the mean. Well, we are motivated by desire. We love to have desire. We love to enjoy the fulfillment of desire. What this old man is speaking, ati nichan ki neech, how does he justify himself? By denigrating my desires? Ati nichan ki neech, you are the lowliest of the low, you are the meanest of the mean, you are the dirtiest of the dirty. How does he have the temerity to say so? Listen to his next words. Are main to Brahma hu, agar tu na aate beech. Oh dear me, I am Brahman in my absolute understanding and nature. You have come in between me and made me a frail human being. What do I call you? Aren't you dirtiest of the dirty? You have dirtied me. You have made me mean. You have made me lowly. That's why I call you. You desire, you are the lowliest of the low. You are the meanest of the mean. You are the dirtiest of the dirty. I left to myself without any desire. I am Brahman himself. You have come in me and made me dirty. Because of that, the Ananda Swarupata doesn't come into play. Occasionally I have a glimpse of it through perceptual joy, conceptual joy. But that is all perishable. Shanikam, shanikam, dukkham, dukkham. I weep and wail over where my joy has disappeared. So, Ananda Swarupata is always there. I have to educate myself to disidentify myself with the desires of the world, and I make use of that desire to desire the infinite. The desire is not to be blamed. The object that I choose to fulfill my desire is what I go wrong. I make a mistake. I willfully desire that. Therefore, Satchidananda Swarupa is my true original nature. Satchidananda Swarupoham Shivoham Shivoham. That is what I am. I am Divya, Satswarup, Chitswarup, Ananda Swarup Atma. And who is he? Me who resides in this body-mind complex. Puri Sharanat Purusha. He who resides in body, that is my true original nature. I am Amurta. I have no space in space. I can't put me in a space. I am beyond space. Sabhadhya antara ajaha. Externally and internally, I don't mutate. The biological scientists say every minute, millions of cells in the body die and grow. I am beyond all that. I am eternal. I am ever existing. I am immutable. I am stable. Sabhadhya abhyantara ajaha. I am not subject to birth and death, whether cellular or granite. Whatever it may be, they are all perishable. I am beyond that concept of perishability. Sabhadhya abhyantara aja. Divya Jyotanavan, effulgent. I lighten up everything. What does it mean? When I reach that goal, whether it is Samanya Jnana or Vishesha Jnana, both of them are known to me. There is nothing which is unknown to me. All it needs is to concentrate my attention there. And I gave you an example before. Let me remind you, what is that I know everything? I have seen with my own eyes while drinking a cup of tea in the afternoon at 4 p.m., all of a sudden his hands started trembling and he was almost spilling over his hot tea on his lap. I hold him, manage the cup of tea, keep it there. He looks at it with tears in his eyes. Oh dear me, my very good friend Haripada is no more. It was happening in Belur and Haripada Maharaj Swami Bodhananda was passing away in New York. Howrah near Calcutta in India and New York. Sitting here, his dear brother, disciple Bodhananda, they were colleagues, the same disciple of Swami Vivekananda. He was passing away there. And they were friends from the school. They were students of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. That is what they are. That is what happens to a realized soul. Wherever his mind goes, he sees whatever he wants to see. Divya Jyotanavan effulgent, amurtaha, without any form. Sabhajya abhyantaraja. He is changeless. He doesn't go under birth or under death or growth or decay. Shadbhava sampanna na. He is beyond Shadbhava. He is Sabhajya abhyantaraja. Then he comes back, which you will understand. Aprana. He doesn't have the life forces that I go through. How I go through my life forces? Because I say my life, I've identified with it. He has identified himself with his own nature. Therefore, he is aprana. He is not influenced by mind. He is not influenced by manaha. They are all his. They don't rule over him. They belong, as long as he is Jivanamukta in this body, they are there. But they are slaves to his dictates. They don't rule over him. Aprana, amana, shubhra. There are two aspects here. Let us not confuse you. One aspect is, when you go to Nirvikalpa Samadhi, nothing exists. You experience that eternal bliss, one with the Absolute. The whole cosmos disappears into nothingness. That is Nirvikalpa Samadhi for you, where nothing is but you are, and that also you cannot say because there's nothing to compare with. It is experienceable, not describable. That is why Swamiji says, Bojhe pran, bojhe jar. He only experiences it who experiences that. Avang manasya gocharam. It cannot be expressed by words. It cannot be appreciated by mind. It cannot be perceptible by five sense organs. It is beyond. He who experiences it, he knows what it is. It is experienceable, not describable. This is one in the Dhyana Yoga, in the Samadhi. What happens to a realized soul? He has, by his own efforts, by the guidance of his Guru, and ultimately the compassionate grace and blessings of the Divine, Parameshwara, who withdraws the hold of Maya from him and gives him that divine vision, that light with which he sees the world. He sees the Maya's display. People weeping, people wailing, people howling, shouting, crying, fighting. He says, see how Maya plays. He feels for them. He helps them because he knows they are God's children. So they live in God in God, with God, for the sake of serving God's children in whichever form they can. And that too they do, enjoying the Jivan Mukta Avastha by blessings of God, till the time this body falls off after the prarabdha is exhausted. This is Jivan Mukta Avastha, and that is Nirvikalpa Samadhi Avastha. So dears, don't confuse. You achieve that, this will be the end result. And once this is the end result, with broad open eyes, with your prana, with your mana, with your indriya, you interact with the divine, nothing but the divine. Divine peeps up. Sri Ramakrishna say, oh, those wonderful days of my sadhana. So somebody asked, what was that? Oh, you know, he said in Bengali, I'll speak in Bengali, his word, and I'll try to translate it nearly. Oh, সেই দিনগুলো কিরকম, যেখানে যেখানে নজর পড়ছে, ব্রহ্ম উকি ঝুঁকি মারছেন. Wherever my eyes fall, wherever my eyes fall, I see Brahman playing the game of peeping Tom from me. Says hello and disappears. And again, hello and disappears. Everywhere he is hello and he disappears. Behind the name and the form. What a day. Jivana Mukta Avastha. He sees the presence of divine everywhere. And he behaves like a normal human being. An endless compassion, dharma megha, like a dark, rainy cloud, which keeps on endlessly pouring mercy and compassion and fellow feeling, sympathy and empathy, caring and sharing to this world without expectation of any return. That is what happens after you have reached the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and because of God's will and because of prarabdha, if your body remains, this is a state of Maya Mukta Avastha. Aprana amanaha. Therefore, Shuddha, Shubra means snow white, untainted, unpolluted, uncolored. Aksharat paratah paraha. You are that absolute beyond the concept of Parameshwara with Parama Purusha and Parama Prakriti, and jointly you have gone beyond that to that eternal absolute. So you ask me, dear, my student, how do I connect? You are talking to me philosophically. It is like a blazing fire. The fire of the blazing fire and fire in the spark, they are fires, but minimum and maximum and all that, quantitative and quantitative, qualitative and quality. Well, how do I connect with it? Connect the word, connect yourself with the true meaning of the word Purusha. I am aware I am. Who is this am of mine? Who is this awareness that is Chetana, of amness that is existence? Satta and Chetana is constantly making me aware. I am making use of it without any attention to understand what is it, who it is, and what is the relation between that with me, my true original nature. I never think I am busy with the world. The Maharishi Angirasha is now teaching you how to identify yourself with your body-mind complex, with this whole world, and beyond it, your true original. 3 stages of identification. Identify yourself with your body-mind as you are doing now today, whereby you have forgotten your true original nature. Identify yourself with Parameshwara, the ruler, preserver, the creator of the whole world, Lord God of the universe. And from there, The last jump is identify yourself with your absolute, true, original nature. Either your body falls off with that traumatic experience, the body breaks into pieces. It can't hold on together the flow of that wisdom. It is said, the description is a high falling spring, a waterfall falling from great height with great quantity of water. You go and stand below it. You can't take it, your body breaks away. So that traumatic experience of oneness is so strong that your previous experience with this I am this body is absolutely broken into pieces. And your body is no more in a condition to exist. It breaks away because you have disidentified yourself with the body. It withers away like a dry leaf in 21 days. But if God wants to do His work, He will keep you here. Your prarabdha will continue, and you will be a living epitome of these statements to a human society in a concrete, tangible, living, throbbing, vibrating form. Concrete, tangible, living, throbbing, vibrating human form. Jivana Mukta. So dears, let me read the shloka once again, and don't forget to underline the word Purusha. This is the link that you asked me. How do I connect? Connect it, don't look up into the skies. Connect it with yourself. Divya, Jyotanavan, effulgent, Amurtaha, formless, He who resides within you, known as amness, and He is an integrated whole. It cannot be partitioned by time or parceled by space. It is an integrated whole. Shubhra, unpolluted, untainted, uncolored. It is deathless, birthless. It is eternal, immutable. It doesn't work as with you work with your prana and with your mantra when you are identified with it. And it is beyond aksharat paratah paraha. It is beyond the concept of Parameshwara, Shagun Brahma. It is Nirgun, Nirakar, Nirvikarpa Brahma, Satchidananda Swarupa, Chidoham, Chidoham. Jyotiraham Swaha, I am that. So, dears, he has now established that eternal. If you are desirous of finding it, find him within yourself, not elsewhere. This is the essential teaching of this shloka. In next shlokas, he will teach you how to educate yourself to see him in wide open eyes in this world. With that, this khanda will come to an end, this section will come to an end, and after that, the sadhana pada will start. How to educate myself to reach that goal. Have patience, dear, there's enough in store for you, enough of divine joy in store for you. Thank you, dear, thank you.
Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.